Whoops. Just forgot to turn my camera back on. All right. Hello, no one, and welcome, no one, to my part 2 of my Magic Finding Genocide Extravaganza Grand Prix celebration, whatever you want to call it. Actually, last time I was playing, I was doing some Mephisto runs off camera and actually got a couple girl drops. So, let me see, did I save them? Yeah, look at this. I got a Blade of Alibaba finally. It's like, yeah, it's only Infinity and Enigma behind, but I got one. Got another Rib Cracker. I got another Reaper's Toll. I got some more Chance Scars, but I tossed them. These are old. All this stuff is old. But, yeah, so Blade of Alibaba finally. Pretty happy about that. And I got a, this was really cool. Where's that? Got a Nature's Peace finally, too. So, really exciting. Like, these are, like, lame drops, right, for most people, but I haven't got them, so. Let's put my chat box back on real quick. Let's fix this. And I also realized I think my chat should be on the left side of the screen because it obscures stuff if it's on the right. So, or maybe I should just put it in the middle. I don't know. Like Mr. Llama puts it where my, like right, he puts his chat over here. Maybe I should put this up in the top. There you go. It's even better. And then I'll put my chat like right over here. I'll try that. The item hunt is mostly for me anyway. It's like I just need a... Actually, let me put it right here. I just need a reminder of what I'm looking out for because I will forget quite often. But alright, I'm good to go. I just did the lawn. Doing the lawn when you have COVID is a lot of fun. I'm still sweating. I waited until it was like literally nighttime to do it basically because it's so hot. I live in Florida and Florida is just hell. Florida is literally Diablo. It's awful. So I did Act 1. Cleared every single area, every side area. It was something special. Time to do Act 2. And like I said, I'm gonna try to just do the whole thing with my sorceress, but if I run into some issues, I'll just switch to necro because there's a lot of lightning immune guys in Act 2. There's a lot of lightning immune guys the whole fucking game, let's be real. Alright, so let's get into it. I guess the first thing I gotta do is the sewers. Shit. I was about to walk right past them. This is gonna be real interesting because the sewers is loaded with skellies. Alright, starting off strong with a gray tower shield. Real exciting stuff. Yeah, I played Destiny earlier with my brother. We were just running some of the campaign on Legendary. Nothing really special going on. We're pretty much done. We've already reached the light limit a long time ago. We finished our season pass a long time ago. We got all the drops we wanted. The only thing we really haven't done is we just haven't really done much raiding. But that's because the community is so garbage and it makes it like a pain in the ass. So, yeah. Like there are some nice people that would, we can run raids with, but it can be difficult to find them. It's like, well, just do LFG. It's like, well, you go on LFG and you try to raid and either no one joins or trash still joins, like regardless if there's matchmaking in the game or not. So it's just how it is. So yeah, we haven't done very much raiding. We used to raid all the time. We raided in Destiny 1. We raided in Destiny 2 until Forsaken, and then when Last Wish came out, and they started making raids so ridiculously mechanic heavy that it was like you need like a calculator and a web page open and like rote memorization, and it was just a hassle. We stopped. It's like that's one of my like criticisms with those kind of games. It's not even Destiny. It's like it started in WoW, I think, but it's just it's so mechanic heavy that it's just not even fun anymore. So we'll try to do some raids eventually, only for the drops, but we're not going to enjoy them. Like right now, we just do like the first 3 checkpoints of Vaulted Glass just for just so I can get the Vision of Confluence, and then some other guns, and that's it. It's like we don't want to do the whole raid. It's a pain in the ass. And if anyone makes like any mistakes, people get like super pissed and like rage quit or start being like really shitty, and it's like toxicity headquarters. Like really, it really is. Alright, so that's why I'm playing single player. You know, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. That's why I'm playing single player Diablo. So I don't have to deal with any, you know, salty butthurt teammates or anything right now. I'll leave the salt and the butthurt to myself. Thank you very much. Alright, so first level's clear. And I'm still sweating. Like, I think I'm gonna be sweating for the rest of the stream. It's rough. Mowing grass in like Florida is, wow. Yeah, it should. Should smell like grass. It's awful. Waiting for one of those like giant like mobs of angry like huge groups of skeletons to pop up with like fire arrows. But okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do last time, and I haven't done it in a while. Let's stop for a second. Let's take a look at my sorceress. And let me close this real quick just so I can show. Okay, I'm level 93. I got a little bit of strength, 136, base dex, and everything else is in vitality. So it brings me to it's around like 1100 life. It's just I have call to arms on right now, so yeah, call to arms making my life more. Max resistances, and you don't have to have max resistances, but I sure as shit want them. So it helps me survive. For gear, let's go over to an Istid Oculus for the magic find. And people don't like Oculus because it teleports you, but that's exactly why I like it, because it teleports you. If you're about to die, it usually will teleport you out. So it's annoying, but it has saved my life more times than it has been annoying for me personally. But I understand when people don't like it. It's fine. I get it. Some chance guards for MF that are not perfect. I could put on some faster cast rate gloves, but I'm already at past the 105 breakpoint for casting frames, so I'm pretty zoomy already. Altogether, it's going to bring me to 477 magic find, which is great. Not as high as it can get at all, but good to go. Yeah, so let's go back to the gear. Just got a 10 FCR ring with dual reds, so that's pretty nice. And when I say FCR, I mean faster cast rate, which is how fast you do spells or teleport, stuff like that. Taurasha belt with 15 magic find. This is cool because it's going to tie into this build I got going here. So here's one piece of Taurasha. So that's going to give me my faster cast rates, the mana, stuff like that. Going to the next piece in Blammo, there's some more resist, there's way more magic find, and then I socketed it with a socket quest, and I put a topaz for even more magic find, and the stat bonus is magic find. So altogether I'm getting 177 magic find from this chest piece right here, so huge. And yeah, the replenish life is like, it's not really helpful. But and then finally the third Taurasha is the amulet, which took me forever to find, and that's going to give me a little bit more resistance and magic find, replenish life. You know, like this is the 3-piece set. So then I got Griffins, which I was lucky to find. I've only found one on single player, and I socketed it with a lightning facet, which I think it was a +3 lightning facet at the time, unfortunately, but I don't remember. So I have a +5 now, but I don't remember. I don't remember what I socketed, so it's not worth it to take it out. But that's what's going on there. Then just a spirit. It's not perfect. 34% faster cast rate. I re-rolled this like 10 times when I was running rune farming Lower Kurast. I could not get above 34%. It's like I just couldn't. So, and then I'm really happy I got more travelers. It took me way longer to find than most people, I would say. Not perfect again. Nothing I have is like perfect, but it'll work. Just for the 47% MF, and then it's Stone of Jordan, rarest item I have basically. And then if you come over to charms and stuff, I got a torch, not perfect but nicely rolled. An eyeless, not perfect but nicely rolled. And then just MF charms. So there's 5, 6, 7, 6, 6, 5, 7, 6. A little bit of resistance, little resistance. And you know, I just had to make sure I was over. Like, I can get rid of this fire one now, but I like the 15 to life, so screw it. Same with the cold. I'll actually need this cold one, and I don't need this lightning one either, because I think my lightning's way over 175, but has MF on it, so screw it. And then the rest are just going to be some more cold res, and magic find. And then finally, it's a perfect Geeds for MF. That's it though, so it's technically not perfect, but the MF is perfect on it. And then some more fire res because I need it. And then 2 skillers. That's all I found for lightning, is just 2. And that's my whole entire setup on Switch. Like I said, I just have this call to arms and another spirit, which is also not perfect either. So just call to arms, Oculus. That's it. That's my whole setup. And all together, it's gonna. You see me. Oh, and then my mercenary has a ethereal thresher, which I'm quite proud of, because that took me a while to find. With infinity, which that took me the longest and like out of everything to find. Obviously, the 2 bears and a mal. Then a fortitude, which took me forever to find a low. And I just put it in a full plate, like I've said before, so I could use it on other characters if I want. It's not like I don't have it for him just for the defense. It's function, and I can use it on my own characters. So that's why it's in a full plate instead of an ethereal, like higher end armor. And then Darrell's Visage, which I put a raw in it just so it has, so it doesn't have negative fire resistance. And I don't have ethereal of either of these because I just don't, because that's drop rates. That's how it works. I'm not perfect. And that's it. That's my setup. So the majority of my damage, is going to be coming from from these lightning skills, or all of my damage, and this pairs with the conviction aura from Infinity. So it's 20 charge bolt, 20 lightning, 20 chain lightning, 20 lightning mastery, and then 1 frozen armor, 1 static field, 1 telekinesis, 1 teleport, and 1 warrant. And then finally all my leftover points of Nova, which I get 1 more level, 1 more Nova that's maxed, and then I will literally have as high as I can possibly get for lightning damage with this character right now, unless I get some more skillers or something. Some better facets and stuff like that. Like the only way to get higher damage now is extremely difficult. So I'm gonna stay at this 26k for a very long time. Okay, so that's my spiel. That's it. So what am I at, about 13 minutes? So maybe I'll put a link that my loadout and everything is around 13 minutes. He got a little messed up there. I don't think I didn't notice. Hit like 15 buttons except the right one. I'll take experience. It's gonna take me a very long time to level, and that's if I don't die. So, you know, it's just how it is after you hit level like 90. It slows down a lot, and it's gonna keep slowing down too. Like this is gonna be basically light speed compared to leveling at level 95 or something, or level 97 or level 98. You basically don't even get experience. It's like a rumor. It's like your only source of XP realistically at level 98 is like Diablo and Bale runs. So I'm still in a spot where I can actually level by playing the game, but it won't last. From what I heard, I've never gotten to level 99. Are you kidding me? This is the highest level I've ever been, actually. It's 93. I never level. I just play and farm. And you probably won't catch me leveling either. It's Future Lloyd's problem. Alright, so let's get rid of the sword, heal. Trying to be very careful because do I have this waypoint? I might not even have a couple of these waypoints. Yeah, I don't have Halls of the Dead level 2, so I'm gonna try to snag that waypoint while I'm doing all this. Just for fun. Oh yeah, this is just level 2, so I don't need to be going that hard in the paint. Okay, so I'm gonna actually run into Radamant since I'm down here. And like I said on my last stream, I've actually reset my maps, so that's why it looks like I haven't been down here. It's just my maps have been reset. And you reset your maps by switching difficulties in the character menu. So if I want to reset my maps again in single player, just literally just change the difficulty level. But it changes all of your maps basically on that difficulty level. So if you're playing on Nightmare and then you switch to Hell, your Nightmare maps are reset. If you're playing Hell and you switch to Nightmare, your Hell maps are reset. You technically reset your Hell and your Nightmare maps. Like whatever difficulty you switch to and from, your maps are reset. Okay, so now we got some immunes, and this is exactly what I was concerned about. Because Infinity's not going to break these guys. Like, they're just not. So what I can do is just let my mercenary handle them. I'm just going to keep firing lightning for anybody who's not immune. Right, so what I need to do is just kill Radamit. And then he'll stop making these guys. You know, let my mercenary kill all these guys because he's that guy, you know? He's that dude. Like, my mercenary is that guy. He's not to be trifled with. Mercenary would slay some adventurers in Sanctuary. He's it. It's John McClane. And it's funny, he's not even that great of a mercenary. There's like way better mercenaries, way much stronger, but for me, this is the strongest mercenary I've ever had. Easy. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any drops in these sewers, but you know, I'm not really expecting any either, so no, at least I'm not surprised. The whole point of this is the genocide. This is demon genocide rather than getting amazing loot. I mean, on my last stream, I got a ton of loot, and it was really surprising. I even got a grail item. So it's not like it's a complete waste of time. It's not a waste of time at all, actually, but it's like I'm not expecting just crazy loot or anything. That's silly. Silly talk. Whew. I am so worn out from doing the yard. I don't know why I did it. It had to get done.
Thanks.
Give a little antidote to my mercenary. He's poisoned up. And he's poisoned again. He's good. I can see a pattern emerging here. See an ogre axe drop, so that could be a bone hue if that treasure class can drop in here. So that would be cool. I wouldn't mind an eth bone hue. Like I wouldn't be mad at it, you know. Ethereal. I mean, I'm trying to say as little acronyms as I possibly can because trying to like this isn't just for new people, but I'm trying to make this stream like new people friendly because I hate when you're watching somebody play a game and they don't explain anything because they assume you know it. And you know what they say about assuming. But that's also why I encourage, if anybody was watching, to ask any questions whatsoever. That's what I'm here for. If I didn't want to answer questions, I wouldn't have a chat and I wouldn't be streaming, you know, I would just play off camera. So if anybody has any questions, like, I'm your guy. I'm that guy. I will answer them. And if I don't know the answer, I'll look it up. Got this. All right, so that's level 3. I'm done. So the sewers is clear.
Good evening.
I'm thinking of just getting rid of my rad drops label because I'm just coming up completely short right now. But let's go ahead and cover it up. That's what I do when I'm big sad. I cover it up. Put my item hunt back on. Let's go out to the desert, baby. Desert power.
Not here.
The guy lightning. Well, never mind. He's dead. It's like by the time you even figure out if enemies are immune or not with this build, sometimes they're just dead. Okay, so these guys are lightning immune, but if Infinity breaks it for some reason, and I'm not gonna complain, except for on that elite. It is very spicy right now. That's 2 elites. Okay. It's hard to see when there's that much lightning. I can barely even see what the hell's happening on the screen, you know? I've been looking forward to this for a while. I've always wanted to go back and just run through Act 2. And it's one of those things where it's like, well, why didn't you? Why not? I don't know, because I was too busy being like a little min-max little twerp and not really taking the time to have fun. But I've always wanted to go back. This is my favorite act in the game. To go back and just run through Act 2 and just have fun, take my time. Because I just love the music. I like the enemies. I like the levels. I just love Act 2. I think every like dungeon crawler should have like a desert level. It's just fun. With cool like creepy interiors, you know? See, if that had 4 sockets, I would strongly consider using that. But one ain't gonna do it. You can literally see Infinity breaking their resistance. It's awesome. Love it. This is why you kind of don't want a cold sorceress, you know, for too long in this act, just because there's a lot of cold immunes too. Honestly, when it comes to hell, like, there's immunes everywhere for everything. All you can really do on your first run is learn where they are and either run away from them or have your merc kill them or go multiple elements. Like, there's really... It's really like, it's one of those things where the more you worry about it, the less time you're dealing with it. So just deal with it. That's my point. Make a plan, you know, figure something out. Especially if you're online, it's even easier. Have a buddy help you. Ask random people. No problem. Technically, I could help people too, but I don't want to... I'm not really doing online right now. I have online characters, which I think I've shown them at least a little, that are just almost as well geared as my single player characters, as in they can easily do everything they want in hell. However, I'm not quite like in the mood to be like just jumping in online because of the lag and the... I can run into scammers and just a-holes, you know, all kinds of stuff. Trolls. Don't really want to open myself up to that right this minute. Plus, there's one thing I just straight up don't know how to do. I don't know how to power level people in this game. It seems to be very complicated. Like, I can power level people in Diablo 3, but in this game I have no clue. People throw out terms I've never heard before, like bumpers, and I'm like, what? Don't you just go to an area? I'm like, nope. Because certain enemies, or there's like your level, there's like a leveling, like there's like a graph you have to look at basically where your XP falls off after a certain point, or you can't do stuff at certain points, and it's like it's very complicated. So it's like you have to be in certain areas at certain levels for the best amount of XP. So you can't just drag people to bail and expect them to get XP. They need to be a certain level before they get in, and blah blah blah. It gives me like a fucking headache just thinking about it. So what are you doing, bro? Like, get to work. Alright, so we got a stony tomb. There's gonna be a lot of lightning immunes, but let's see what I can do. Oh, he breaks them. Oh, okay, that's great. That makes that a little bit easier, at least. Or a lot easier, I should say. Oh, it's the horrors. Yeah, he cannot break these guys. Even though they're not... There's literal lightning mages that he breaks the lightning resist, but he can't break the lightning resistant dudes just walking around with fucking axes. Like, okay. It's like they're literally channeling lightning in their bare hands, like shooting it at me, and he can break their lightning resist, but he can't break the ones that are just walking around with like fucking melee weapons. Logic. Yeah, and I've been dreading running in here with my sorceress, but let's make some lemonade, right? Yeah, I just straight can't damage that guy. And as you can see, I'm doing terrible damage in here because, as I've stated before, you can still, even if Infinity breaks their immunity, they can still have extremely high resist. Like, resistance isn't something that's on or off. It's like... Or immunity isn't something that's on or off per se. Even if you break immunity, their resistance is still there, and it can be really high. So even if it doesn't say immune to lightning on this guy, if his immunity broke, he would still have a considerable amount of lightning resist that I'd have to deal with, and then that brings my damage down, and therefore it takes me longer to kill him. It's hard for me to explain that. It's really simple, but wow, this is a nasty room. Let's static, back up, and lightning. Always remember, you know, the golden rule with sorceress is static and remove yourself from the situation. Static and teleport. See, those are your friends. Alright, these guys are doing a number on my mercenary right now. And don't be afraid to teleport. Teleport, teleport, teleport. It's your little buddy. Make sure there's not a summoner in here or something. Okay. So the twin axe. Just keeping an eye on my mercenary's health. Like I said, I can't really help him. He's on his own. I really don't want to do this, but I kind of, like I said, I'm clearing all the areas, so that includes dealing with this kind of crap. I could just switch to my necro, but I'd really like to just do this on one character. I don't want to be switching back and forth. Nice! That's a Griswold. That's really hard to find. Incredible. That's a GG right there. I already have it, unfortunately, but let's put it on the list. It's like Griswold's. Oh, I didn't pick it up. Griswold's, I didn't pick it up. So we got an Isle Strike, which is actually pretty good. Not horrible. I want to put that on the list. Wow, why is this... Why is caps lock on? And let's go grab that Grizzy's. Grizzy! I'm actually just going to identify it right now real quick. I mentioned before I don't like when streamers like, what is it? What's it gonna be? Stay tuned. I'm like, this isn't television. Like, there's not a commercial break. Well, you know what? There is. That's why they do it, because there's fucking commercials on Twitch. So, anyway, Griswold's Valor. Is it Wolds or Wilds? Wolds. Griswold's Valor. Now, I am 99.9% sure I have this, but let's just double check. Let's just double check. Whoops. Just in case. This is too rare. That's the second one I found. Okay. So, since I've only found 2 of these, I'm not about to just toss it if I don't have it. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I'm used to having more stuff. So cool. That's a great find. See, that's what happens. I'm running through these acts and I'm finding stuff, you know. It's slow going, but it's slow and steady. Wow, you guys are not. And I had chain lightning on. Y'all are not. Y'all's resistance is not breaking. Could also just kind of stun him with some telekinesis, but it's not really that helpful. He doesn't need it. These guys are easy. Oh, their resistance is broke, so let's get them. And if you ever run into a situation where you're confident your mercenary can deal with the resistance and there's other stuff for you to do it. Like, do what I was doing. Kill the other ads, pop collectibles, look around the room, check your buffs. Like, just stay busy. Stay busy, playa. Alright, that was the first floor. Let's see if the second one's any nicer here. Yes, more immunes are off the bat. See, I got some pots I'll pop while I'm waiting for him to kill everybody. Or kill those guys. Even better. Just trying to stay busy. You know, I'm just trying to make my mercenary know that he's loved. I see him. He's appreciated. He's like, hey, I'm doing all the work here. What are you doing? Hey, boss, I'm right here with you. I'm grinding with you, buddy. All right, this is gonna be a chain lightning rune because I'm getting a little overwhelmed. And I don't use chain lightning often. I will use it obviously when I need to, but it requires an enormous amount of mana. So yes, this is 44 per cast, whereas lightning is literally almost half. So I don't use this often. It's like most 99% of the time I use lightning, and then occasionally I'll use chain lightning. It looks exactly the same. There's not really a difference, but you'll notice if I shoot a bolt lightning and it literally chains. So what do we got? Nothing. See, loot filter. Loot filter. Why did these drops disappear? Loot filter, please. You know, I wanted to put another piece of text on the top of my screen that just kind of briefly said, you know, level 93 lightning sorceress. But I already showed my build and it's pretty obvious what I'm doing, I guess. But as I kind of refine my stream over time, I'll probably get a cool little overlay or something that I'll do. You guys are not immune at all, baby. Y'all are not immune at all. Oh, never mind. it's like a sandwich with watercress in it. Like, I hate watercress, but I love they'll have turkey that's cool, mayo that's cool, you know. Even tomato's fine. I kind of hate tomato, but I can deal with it. But if there's a fucking piece of watercress in it, the whole fucking sandwich is ruined. And that's how that room was. It's like, oh, cool. There's no immunities. I got infinity. Everything's cool. Bam. Lightning immune. It's water. It's their watercress. They watercressed me up. Son of a bitch. Got a tier rune. Alright, come on, guys. Let's get it. Oh, nice. Very easy. Very chill. Oh, I didn't realize that guy was cursed, but that's fine. He's dead. Pop some potions. Always pop racks. Like, if you see a rack, touch it. Just please. You don't have to pop every single pot or sarcophagus or any of that stuff. But if you see a rack, for the love of God, pop it. Like, I promise, the amount of time you play this game, if you care about this game at all, you will get something good out of it. As long as you just pop every single rack you see. Alright, so that's it. That's the Stony Tomb. I'm actually not even going to go to town. It's pretty small. Just telly out of here. That's it. So as you can see by how long that took, not a great idea to run it on my sorceress. I definitely love running it on my necromancer, but sorceress, nah. Too many lightning immunes. And that's the mentality that you kind of want to have when you're magic finding. If something takes too long, then you need to find a quicker way to do it, basically. You don't have to, and something is better than nothing. So for instance, if you have a terrible character, terrible build, you can only do like certain areas, even if they're slow, that by all means, like, knock yourself out. That's what you should be doing. Like, your first sorceress, blizzard sorceress, all you can do is farm Mephisto, all you can do is ancient tunnels. Hell yeah, do it. That's what I did. Farm it until your eyes bleed. And then as you get more powerful, you'll notice you get the more flexibility, and then you can branch out. Because I swear that I was not, you can see on my streams, I was not farming wherever I wanted when I started. Like, not at all. And I've skipped some of the stuff, you know, because I didn't stream for a while, and I was still playing the game on and off. So I skipped part of the process here, but as I said many times, I am more than happy to discuss the process to go from 0 to hero, how to get through hell, how to deal with all the resistances, all that stuff. Like, I'm 100% am happy to discuss it, because you gotta kind of gotta pull teeth to hear it from like the big name people. They don't really want to talk about it. And I understand. They've been at a level of gameplay that they're bored with it, you know. They don't want to talk about how they got to hell. They're like, they've been in hell. Kid stuff, right? But you know, not all of us are not these new players. They don't know what the hell's going on. They need help. I don't need a topaz. Okay, see, that's why I keep that little list, like right here, baby. I don't need a topaz. I need flawed diamond emerald, flawed emerald. Sneeze. Excuse me. Another experience shrine, nice. I mean, you can see I've gotten multiple, and my bar has barely moved in the last like week. It's like it's gonna take a while to level. And as soon as you get hit by a curse, your shrine's gone. I always wish they would change that, to be honest. Am I full on gold again? Always wish they would change that. Because there's too many elites that have cursed. Like, it feels like half the elites have cursed, so there's like almost not a point to experience shrines. And you need so much experience anyway, like, doesn't even matter. So it's like, I don't know, I wish they would just kind of redo the whole endgame experience. It's not because to make it easier, but simply because it's boring and stupid to have to grind the bale nonstop, you know? Can't you just play the game? So, that's my opinion, though. Alright, what do we got? Garbage. Garbage. And garbage, okay.
I can't carry any.
All right, as per usual. Here's day X of watching me fail to get a pair of Marowaks from the gambling vendor. Welcome to watching MacLeod fail to get Marowaks. Let's start the show. Whoops. Forgot to do this beforehand. Fail, fail. Fail, fail. Dual res, magic fine, but no faster run walk, and extremely low cold res, so it's a fail. One res, too low, no magic fine, fail. I mean, I'm looking out for these rares too. No, nothing but magic fine, fail, fail. Fail, fail. Fail, fail. Fail, fail. Double fail. And see, that's fail. And that's a fail. Alright. Grab one more. And that concludes this episode of Watch Lloyd fail to gamble a pair of Marowaks. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. And I could use like an Alibaba for some more magic finding stuff, but I'm just not that guy. Like it's already sweaty enough for me to do any of the stuff I'm doing. It'll take a while for me to get even sweatier and like be freely switching out stuff, you know. And you know what? I just realized I was gonna run this stream at 1080 and I have it at 720, I think. Let me see. Yeah, son of a bitch. Remind me on the next stream, no one that's watching, because nobody's watching. Alright, oh yeah, I have a town portal. Yeah, it would be a little more disappointing if somebody was actually watching, but I'm 99% sure that nobody's watching anyway, so it's fine. I haven't said this in a while. Basically, this whole stream is just me having fun. Nobody really watches. People rarely watch. They rarely comment. This is just for fun. It's like I'm already playing anyway, so I might as well stream, and maybe one day enough people would watch it and enough people would subscribe that I could actually make some money, but it doesn't hurt to try, I guess. Like I'm already playing anyway, right? We got a mana recharge. I'll take it. But, you know, more importantly, it'll be nice to just, if I help anyone at all, which I have before, like especially when I was playing Elden Ring, just the fact that I was helping people get through bosses and stuff, that's all I want. That made me so happy, so. Yeah, this is it right here. I love this act. I'm not running into any lightning mutants right now. It's the exit. Okay, there's Far Oasis. I'm kind of doing this like I'm mowing my lawn right now. It's like I go in like little lines, go up and then down, up and then down. And I'm not, like, I'm trying to kill everybody, but I'm not going to sit here and kill every single monster in the game. Mostly because it's kind of impossible. Not because it's, like, it's literally impossible. It's, like, figuratively impossible, I guess I should say. It's, like, very easy to miss a monster. So I'm getting as many as I can, is what I'm trying to do. Look at this. These guys are getting their skulls splitted. And you wouldn't think it was on players 5, right? It looks like I'm on players 1, but y'all are just getting treated. And I could put this higher, much higher, put it on 8, but I like it on 5 because if I get hit, it's not the end of the world. And plus, honestly, there's way too much loot on the ground. I can't play like that without a loot filter. It's too annoying. I'd rather not have loot drop at all than have something drop and me not see it, you know, or worry about it. So it's already obnoxious. Like I already can't see half the loot on the ground anyway when I'm playing. So when I kicked it up to 7, I couldn't see shit. It was really annoying. So I like 5. 5 is a sweet spot for me. And I literally did stream when I was on player 7, so don't come at me. Don't call me a pussy. Don't tell me I'm garbage. I played on player 7. I was just fine. I can do it. It's not hard at all. It was just too much loot, man. Too much loot, and you actually have to heal all the time. It's like really annoying. It's like more work, and I'm all about having fun, not work. Yeah, this is work I'm not getting paid for, so I'm not trying to work for free. All right, so the bottom floor is where the exit is. So the top floor is just gonna be the waypoint, but I already have it, so this is just for, you know, just for the genocide goal here. I think this is a build at its best when you kind of step back, let your mercenary proc all the conviction aura all over the place on the enemies, and then just lightning from a distance. No risk to yourself, little to no risk to yourself, and maximum damage. And like I said, I got my little list. I need a flawed emerald, not a regular emerald. I mean, it looks like just emerald, but it's flawed diamond / emerald, as in they're both flawed. So I do not need an emerald, I need a flawed emerald. And as I've stated before, I need it for to upgrade some runes. I got like a mals and ums I need to upgrade, stuff like that. I don't have to though, it's like very low priority, but I just like to keep my inventory a little cleaner if possible. Oh, here we go. So I need to go in here. Just kind of dreading going in here, to be honest, but it's time. Hopefully there's not too many lightning immunes. I was dreading in here because of the poison. The poison is just... I don't like poison. It annoys me. Because I kind of have OCD with this, my belt and potions. So poison ruins it because you're constantly healing. It's really annoying. I will use a little bit more chain lightning in here. This is a great place to use chain lightning. There's too many ads to really hit with just regular lightning. Like, you kind of need some help. All right, what's going on? Where are you guys coming from? Oh, these a-holes. All right, let's take some inventory here and see what we got. Got any antidotes anywhere? No? All right, let me get some water here. Oh, it's like his lid's already open. Oh yeah. That's what I call high quality H2O. Wow, that like re-energized me. I feel great. Gotta love water. Alright. I feel like I just got hit by 1,000 spears. Like, what's up? Because I did get hit by 1,000 spears. Like, what's going on here, you guys? Chill. And there it is. What I was annoyed by, I got poisoned. But thankfully, it was not super poison. And this is a one-off room, which are my favorite. Because then you have to run around like an asshole trying to find the exit. So there, that room is cleared. So we got a lightning immune, which is fine. As long as it's not physical and lightning, I'm fine. Okay, so it looks like we got a forked path here. perfect. There's a, well, let's say water fountain. There's a water fountain here. That'll help if I get poisoned. I'm gonna save it just in case. Looks like we got an elite in here because I see a blessed aim aura. Or maybe not in here, maybe the next room. Damn, bro, how much health you got? It looks like he rezzed somebody. Okay. Alright, chain lightning time. Oh, we got lightning res. Oh, okay. Oh, so these guys are resistant. Okay. So what's going on is what I said before. They have such high lightning resistance that even with Conviction Aura from Infinity, even when it's broken, they're still like just chilling. They're still like, your lightning means nothing to me. So that's what's, wow, I did not mean to do that. That's what's going on. So let's get some chain lightning again because there's too many ads. Too many ads. And the reason why you don't just use chain lightning all the time is simply because it just doesn't do as much damage. Not even close. It's about a little less than half damage, and it costs way more mana. So it's purely for AoE type encounters, I like to think. Or not AoE. It's just like clearing rooms if there's too many ads, but I don't rely on it. Is that a... I see a paladin shield, but I can't see it. That must be it, yeah. See, loot filter. For the love of all that is pure, loot filter. It's like, I feel like I'm just literally going to be missing loot here. I got to do this little bullshit and walk around and make sure I'm not missing anything. It's really a stupid problem to have, and I really wish they would do something about it. And like I've mentioned before, like it's probably gonna piss people off, but this game has terrible drop rates. They're absolutely horrific. It's horrible. It's unrewarding and it's garbage. You play it because it's fun, and when you do get a drop, to some people they feel like that rewards or makes up for the long drought of no loot. For me personally, just the gameplay is really fun. So if we're gonna go through these terrible drop rates, never getting good items, you know, putting up with immunities, all this shit, could we at least get the fucking loot on the ground? That's what I'm saying. Like, please, at least make it so that we can get the garbage loot. So I'm willing to, you know, I live with these drop rates because it's the identity of the game, and you can't strip this game of its identity by, you know, turning it into more like Diablo 3. This is Diablo 2, this is not Diablo 3. So that's fine. However, I want to be able to get my loot when I see it, and I don't feel like that's happening 100% of the time. It should never be called into question whether the loot that I've earned legitimately dropped or not. Like it just disappeared because I can't see it. Like that should never be a concern. So I really, really hope they fix that. Like regardless of whether you're a purist or not, that shouldn't be something that you should tolerate. And quite frankly, you should be kind of embarrassed if you think that that's acceptable. Like it's really not. It's in the same categories like bugs or glitches. You should be able to see your loot at all times. You should be able to get it after you've earned it. You know, end of story. Like that's it. Shouldn't be an opinion. That should just be a fact. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. I'm not gonna sit here and get too salty. I'm a little salty. I'm like sea salt. A little salty about it, but. It's like every time I clear a big room and the loot piles up, I get a little part of me dies, you know, because I feel like I can't see everything. But it kind of goes with what I was saying anyway. The drop rates are so low that you're really not missing anything. It's like literally a double-edged sword. It's like you shouldn't be missing anything, but if you are, it might be good, and then you really got screwed. So. Well, it is what it is, you know? That's a risk you take. I hope it's no longer a risk at some point. We'll see. Wow, there's a lot of rooms in here. Okay. Should be using chain lightning in here. Oh, never mind. Everybody's dead. Let's go. Let's keep going out. Oh, wow. See how I let my mercenary handle that guy, and then I worked on the other one. Divide and conquer. Okay, so I do not have this waypoint. So there, that should be, well, that's all the Act 1 and 2 waypoints. It's like I'm missing 2 in Act 3 for some reason. Oh, well, not for some reason. It's because they're fucking obnoxious. That's going to be fun getting those, by the way. Ooh, that water is just bust. It's absolutely busting. Very good. There's something about manual labor that truly entitled and privileged people never understand, that a hard day's work is something that can't be replicated and it can't be like quantified in a way. It's a reward in itself when you look back upon doing something by the sweat of your own brow, you know. Pretty amazing stuff. But if you're a little spoiled piece of shit, you wouldn't know. So, all right, let's okay, I kind of screwed myself a little bit by coming in here like this. So there we go. Did not mean to do that because I was going on like a little tangent about the class system that is so prevalent in this day and age, and I really didn't need to. All right. These guys' lightning resists are just wild. They're very resistant to lightning. And we got a curse. There it is. It's been a while. You know, it's kind of in my face. We haven't had a curse for a while. What's going on here? There you go. Thought I was hitting him and I wasn't. Alright, we gotta get rid of this guy. Look at all this loot in here. Whew. That was a little. I shouldn't have went in the room like that, but I was kind of just. It's like I often piss myself off just talking about the state of the world, and that's kind of what I was doing. So I triggered myself, which is pretty funny, and then I just wasn't really focusing on how I should have approached that room. So that was a piss poor way to address that room, but oh well. You got to take it easy. I just gotta take it easy. Ooh, I didn't get poisoned. Alright, was that the whole level 2? That was a long one. Thought I saw an antidote potion, but I guess not.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, let's rock.
I can't carry anymore.
Whoops. Let's go this way first. Empty room. Let's go this way. Daddy's streaming. This has been taking me forever in here. That's why I dreaded coming in here. I knew this was gonna take a while. All right, we got way too many ads again. Let's throw out some chain lightning. They're just running up on me right now. There we go. Like I said, I hate using potions on my belt. That's why you'll see me go out of my way to refill my belt. Or I won't refill my potions until I see a potion on the ground. I have this thing with my belt, man. Just don't judge me. Alright, so we got an immune here, but there's plenty of other people that aren't, so I'm just gonna keep spamming this lightning and see if I hit everybody. Right, so let's focus up and get a few more of these guys. Come on. Alright, now go to work. Now, unfortunately, this guy's stone skin. And he's not going anywhere, so I'm gonna have to skip this guy. That's just how it is. He's got way too much health. Skipping him. I'm trying not to skip anyone, obviously, but it's like I would have to be on that guy for like 10 minutes or something. Like, no thanks. If I could even kill him, I might not even be able to kill him. His health was not really moving. So, bye. And those are the only people I'll skip. If I literally can't kill him, I can't kill him. So he can run and go tell Daddy Duriel that. Oh my goodness, this is what I'm talking about. He can go run and tell Daddy Duriel that somebody was mean to him. You know, because all his friends got beat up by the mean sorceress. Chain lightning, baby. When lightning is too uncivilized. Alright, so... Oh, nice. All I got out of that was a splint mail, unfortunately. Really nothing special. So this whole thing, I got one, so this is going to be garbage. Yeah, that was it. It's a shame, but, you know... That's why I didn't want to go in there. I called it, I was right. I didn't want to go in there, and it was unrewarding, and it sucked. And that's why I didn't want to go in there. So we got an ice blink and a garbage grand charm. Okay.
Greetings.
Oh wait. Let's go back. Oh wait, were we not here yet? Dry Hills, I meant. Okay. Oh, we weren't done with the Dry Hills. Okay, that's why. Let's go have some more fun. We're out of those horrible halls of the dead. Those halls sucked. We're out. Back to the fun stuff. All right, looks like we're moving on. Time for, what is this, Far Oasis? Yeah. Notice this is on my head. Let's move this up a little bit. There you go. Trying not to have stuff kind of crashed into each other and stuff like that. I'm actually kind of glad nobody's watching, because that means everybody's out having a good time. So hopefully everybody's hanging out with their families, chilling, out with their friends, having a safe, fun time, you know, not engaging in any immoral activities, hopefully. Just having a nice time. Too busy to sit around and watch some jackass play Diablo for the trillionth hour. Cursed again. Yeah, I think they finally caught on that I haven't been getting cursed that much, so it's about time. Yeah, for sure. So we got the MacLeod, which will be real special. I forgot about that. It's not so much a problem with this sorceress, but it'll definitely be a problem on like my necros. So glad I'm not my necromancer right now. These guys are piss easy, which is nice. Here we go. There are some super chests in here, so that'd be nice if this was actually rewarding. But I gotta be real careful because I'm cursed, and I want my mercenary out in front for the conviction aura, and it's really hard to aim lightning sometimes, so it's actually be a little harder than it should be. But thankfully right now I got a straight line. I could just make a lightning beam here, but not all the time. Oh shit, I accidentally double tapped it. Oh well. In my brain right now I'm screaming because I accidentally used an extra potion, but on the outside I'm like, it's fine. On the inside I'm screaming right now. Alright, what was over here? What's going on here? Just some assholes. It's not too bad so far. At least the beetles immunities are broken, because if I couldn't kill these beetles, I would literally have to come in with like my barbarian or something. Like it would be awful. Yeah, I'm really poisoned. Let's get some chain lightning going here. Did you guys let me enter the room? Jeez. Oh boy.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Just looking around for any poppables in here. These rooms are pretty good for poppables. They're not bad. I'm down in a super and a full rejuve. And the third floor of the maggot lair is actually area level 85. I believe it's... actually, I don't remember if it's always been or not. I was going to say I thought it always was, but I could be mistaken, so I don't remember. So that'll be... I would say it would be interesting, but it's such a garbage level that, like, it doesn't... It could be area level 1000. It's like, it's garbage. You're not going to find anything in there. Nice. Okay, so now I just need a full rejuve, and then I will stop internally screaming. And these beetles, again, with the lightning resist. Do I need to make that spiel again? I don't think so. I think we get the point that the beetles are lightning immune spiel. I think I've said it enough. I don't know why I keep saying it over and over again. Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's start. Let's start over. There we go. The problem is this game does have bad collision detection. So even if you think you can aim your lightning spell, it'll hit like a wall, even though it looks like it's clear, and then you're not hitting shit. Like I don't think I'm even hitting him from here. I'm not. So yeah, that's the problem with the maggot lair. And it's one of those things where they could fix it, I'm sure, but it is, you know, that's how it's always been. So I get it. I would only want them to fix the maggot lair simply because it's a waste of an area. Like, you just can't farm here because it's so garbage. The design of it's so fucking garbage. So there's already very few areas that are fun to farm in the first place. So it's kind of a shame that, you know, we're losing areas because of shit level design, in addition to not having many areas in the first place to farm. So, it is what it be, right? Still good. And for like the record, again, I'm not saying they should change the game in any aspect whatsoever. The only change I am saying they should make is I think there should be a loot filter in stackable runes and gems. Other than that, I'm not saying they should change anything else. So don't get salty. Don't come at me. I didn't say they should change anything. I just said it's some stuff is a shame, or you know, some stuff kind of could be a missed opportunity, or some of the stuff just straight up sucks. That's the game, you know. I'm not saying they should change it. I never once said they should just redo the whole game, make it like Diablo 3. So don't come at me. If Diablo 3 is there, I like Diablo 3. I love Diablo 3 actually. Diablo 3 is Diablo 3. We don't need another one. We already got it. I was like, this is Diablo 2. That's Diablo 3. Like that's all there is to it. Another shale.
I am overburdened.
Grand Charm. Wow, this is all I've gotten in here so far is a single Grand Charm. Holy camoli. Here, let's go ahead and just save the disappointment and get it right out of the way. Yeah. Like, I'd rather, let's just get the disappointment out of the way. It's gone now. Now I'm disappointed. It's done already. Whoops. Where you at, mercenary? Trash over here. And cursed just like that. I want that gold. Give me that gold. See how my lightning is like hitting the walls? Like it's just this area just sucks, man. It's like it's terrible. And it's not that it's terrible like aesthetic wise. I like the idea and I like how it looks. It's just terrible to play. Like it feels bad. It's bad and it feels bad to play. But it's a great idea, you know, and it's a cool concept and it looks great, right? And it's a memorable area. Like who doesn't remember, you know, going through MacLeod in the campaign? It's part of the game, you know. It's just, I really wish it was, I don't even wish it was easier. I swear I don't wish it was easier. I just wish it was just, I can't. This is like you can't walk. There's not enough room. Nice, holy water sprinkler.
I am overburdened.
Alright. I love these little super chest runs. Especially when there's like a ton of enemies in it. It's like super nice. IO. I don't know about you, but I don't need that fucking rune. Move on. Garbage rune. Again. I am on a real rune drought. It's a thing of wonder. I'm gonna go for a world record here. I'm gonna see if I'll be on the longest high rune route anyone's ever had that has played consistently in Players 5 Hell. You know, like I want to see. I feel like I can do it. I feel like I'm getting there. Goo pile. Another Grand Charm. I'll take it. I haven't got a skiller in I'd say a month or two as well. It's been a while. Ooze spell, the unholy. I must not be hitting him again. This freaking collision detection in here makes this area so annoying. Oh, this is level 3. Okay.
Thanks.
Hitting the wall. And I get it. I mean, there's melee characters where I'm sure they laugh at this area. They're like, this area is easy, you know, or this area, I don't have a problem with it. And I'm not saying you should make stuff even easier for casters, because casters got it made compared to melee characters. But I'm saying for everybody's sake, this area is fucking a piece of work. And that's a whole conversation right there that I'm not going to get into, because I have barely played melee characters at all in this game. And I'm not going to like sit here and try to tell people that have like thousands more hours than me in a character what they should do to fix the character. All I know is that melee characters, they got to do a lot more work to catch up to casters, like to do the same shit. Like it requires a lot less work to make a good caster than the work it's required to make a good melee character. Could I word this any more poorly? It's harder to be a melee character. It's tough. And you go, not really, LOL. I'm like, okay, well, let's take away the grief. Let's take away, you know, that's all I can think of for melee characters. Let's take away the grief and, you know, all that stuff, and then let's see how you do melee. It's going to be rough. Of course, there's always exceptions to the rule. There's always, like, good players regardless. Not what I'm talking about. Just the average player. Or you get two noobs and have one of them be a sorceress and one of them be a barbarian. Like, one of them's going to have a whole different experience playing this game than the other. That's all I'm saying. And I let that guy live just long enough to curse me. Yikes. Again, coming up empty. Again, it's a shame. Again, what can I do about it? Alright, was this the final room? Oh no, I can go up a little bit more. This has got to be one of the first times I've ever cleared this maggot layer, like ever. Like every single time I play the game, I run through it as fast as possible and then I'm out. With good reason, you know. Oh, there's the exit. Or there's the last room. My keys, okay. Let's go in the normal way, yeah. I feel like being a smartass. Yeah, this place is definitely level 85 because I got jack shit, and that's that's pretty accurate. That's how area level 85 areas go. So, all right, there's the maggot lair. Whew. I walked out empty-handed because this is not going to be anything. It's tough. That was a tough one. Yeah.
It is an honor to
But you know what? I didn't die. I had a chance for some great loot. I could have got anything in there basically. So, not really a waste of time. All right, you know what? I'm tired of like, whoa. I'm tired of running back and forth and back and forth. Where was I? Okay, let's just go back. All right. Yeah, I'm still clearing the map. I just took that detour because I wanted to clear the maggot layer. So the maggot layer is done. Layer the maggots. Sorry, I hear maggots and I think of fucking Slipknot. Not that I'm like a huge Slipknot fan, because Slipknot's like kind of like Slipknot's a great band, but it's more of like a gateway band. But I really enjoy it. They're still great, so don't think that I'm diminishing their, you know, appeal or quality or anything. Just I don't really listen to them anymore. I used to listen to them. Like I said, they were like a great band to get me into some more like metal bands, but like I don't really listen to them anymore. I think the last album I heard was their Volume 3 Subliminal Verse. No, it was the one after that was the last one I really listened to, really liked. Because I like Slipknot at its best when it's like a little bit more guitar oriented, because I'm a guitar player myself. Yeah, this YouTube channel is where I started. I used to have guitar videos up, and I have some videos. I have them private now, and it was just literally just me doing guitar covers. That was pretty good. Like, it wasn't like amazing or anything, and I wasn't awful either. I was pretty good. It's pretty average. I can play like a lot of metal songs, you know, with ease relatively. And then some, obviously, I couldn't even remotely touch. But either way, Maggot Lair reminds me of Slipknot. You know, Slipknot fans, Pulse the Maggots, whatnot. Wow, I've been streaming for an hour and 14 minutes, and I'm not even like halfway through here. So this might be a two-parter. The second part might be a two-parter or more. Good lord. Alright, so I want these war boots. Chaos armor, you know, whatever, but it's a shame rare armors really aren't used that much, you know? No one really walks around with rare armor that I know of. Like, rare helmets, sure. Rare boots, sure. Rare gloves, sure. Just rare chest armor, though? Like, I don't know of any... I've never really seen anybody really rock rare chest armor in earnest, anyway. Not at endgame. Alright, we got some little lightning bitches. Make sure my shit's popped here. What is this? Is that a grave? Looks like a grave. You know? Maybe that's where my RNG is 6 feet fucking under the goddamn ground. Rest in peace. Right. Or actually, you know, all jokes aside, maybe it's like a, I can think it's a monument to wow, I can't even remember his name. Is it Joshua Travis? I forgot his name. The guy who basically turned Diablo 3 into the game that a lot of us know and love today. He turned that ship around. He recently passed. I don't remember if it was, or I don't know what it was from because I didn't hear it, because I just heard he passed. That was it. So rest in peace, you legend. Because boy, did that dude know how to design a fun game. And he had my favorite philosophy of all time when it comes to loot games, and that is, oh, I love him so much for this. It's drop rates shouldn't be about whether you get the item or not. It should be about whether it is good rolls or not. So you shouldn't be out here for days and weeks and months trying to get an item. You should get the item first, and then you should spend time refining it and making it better, getting better rolls. And I love that philosophy, and that's Diablo 3. And, you know, people sit there and fucking whinge and non-stop bitch about how rains loot from the skies, and it's so easy, and it's so fast, and blah, so garbage, you know. And it's like, some of us want to not spend our entire life playing one game, you know. Some of us like getting loot. Call us crazy, you know. Imagine that. There's people different than you. And clearly, here I am playing Diablo 2. Even crazier to these people is there's some of us that like it both ways. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine one day I play a game where I get a lot of loot, and then I play a game where I don't get any. You can, like, there's nothing wrong with that. So, people who make those arguments or make fun of other people, or just those just kind of unpleasant people in general, like, those kind of people, just take a look in the mirror, you know? To quote internet, just touch grass. It's like, just take a look in the mirror. Just gain some perspective here. Like, it's not that big a deal. Some of us like to get rewarded for our gameplay, you know? And there's like this huge like counterculture, like angry like group of people that are mad that some gamers don't have all day and night and lifetimes to devote to games. Like, it's a horrible thing to have a life outside the game, and you shouldn't be rewarded, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And those are pretty much the same people. I don't really get it, because I am both of those people. I am both like super hardcore into a game, and I'm also just don't really give a shit and play when I can and not really in the mood. It's like, that's why I'm not a huge fan of people labeling gamers as hardcore or casual or whatever. It's like, I just think of it as somebody who plays a lot and somebody who doesn't, you know? You don't know where somebody's at in their life or what they're doing. Just, people are different. That's also why I'm not going to like even get that mad at those people, because it's kind of my point, is that everybody's different. So even the people that are getting up in arms and mad about Diablo 3, I can't really sit here and say they're a complete waste of life. You know, I can't get that angry about them, because it would undermine my conversation in the first place. So even the people that are like absolutely antithetical to the way I like video games, I understand that those people have different viewpoints, so that's okay. Would I prefer if they had my viewpoint? Probably, yeah. But they don't, because they're people, and people are different. So either way, rest in peace, Joshua Travis, because you're a legend, and I love your philosophy on video games, and I love that you wanted to design a game where you don't spend your entire life and every waking moment getting your ass kicked by RNG, and you wanted it to be fast and fun and rewarding, and I think that's beautiful. You know, this whole conversation really just highlights the bigger issue, in that there's not enough Diablo type games in the first place. Like, I can only think of a handful, and that is Last Epoch. I don't consider Lost Ark a dungeon crawler. There's too much gacha and MMO bullshit. So Last Epoch, which I never played, but I heard, so this might not even be true. It's just what I heard. So Last Epoch, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Diablo 1, Path of Exile, and Grim Dawn. Maybe like Hellgate London or something, or Borderlands, but Borderlands is a whole other issue because the developer is so fucking stupid that I don't even count it as a looter anymore. It's too, it's. Don't get me started, please. The Gearbox has the worst CEO. Randy is such a fucking idiot. So it's. I don't even want to count that as a looter type game because there's so much dumb shit with that game that it just ruins it for me. But anyway, there's only like, even then, let's add all those games together. It's still not that many games. So the big issue out of everything I'm saying is there's just not enough games like this. There's not, you can't take your pick. That's why people are so annoying and vocal about it. They're like, I wish this game had this, and then other people are like, I wish it didn't. You're an idiot. Well, they wish that because there's not really that many alternatives. Like, you're just kind of screwed. Or you run into the classic case of a game has everything you like except for one feature. Like, and that happens a lot with these classic games like Diablo 2. Like, Diablo 2 has really fun gameplay, really cool graphics with this Resurrected, but it has really stupid old school design decisions that piss people off. So that's why there should be like an alternative, you know, and there's really not. Like Path of Exile is not. All those games I listed are not really alternatives for each other. They're just so wildly different to me. Like Path of Exile is so much faster, so reliant on trade, so much. It's so different from Diablo. Like it's crazy to me. It's the same general idea, but after you really get behind the wheel in that game, it's a whole other beast. Same with Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Diablo 2 isn't about gearing. It's about what you like, how like what you do after you get your gear. Because the gearing part is all but guaranteed. You're like, the rest of the time is like basically how strong can you get. And it's about getting as many rewards as possible. You know, it's a different beast again. So we really need more of these types of games. I love these types of games. A great game that I saw a lot of promise in was actually Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's right. The controls are fucking terrible, but I mean that's how the game is. So the way you play it takes a long time to get used to. But the idea that instead of RNG for a lot of the game, mind you, not all of it, instead of garbage RNG for your drops, you kind of craft your drop from materials. That's amazing. That's almost like the future. Like I wish more games did that. Like imagine, like it's kind of what I was saying with the Ubers. Imagine taking the standard of heroes and using it to re-roll torches, or to do Diablo clone, or to add sockets, or you know, do all kinds of stuff you could do. So it's like getting something while you're doing other activities to add some quality of life features is something I really wish more of these games did. Going on like a really long tangent here. Anyway, there's not that many of these games, so it's a shame. That's my point. I'm not complaining about this game or other games. I'm complaining there's not more of them. Oh yeah, ancient tunnels. All right, I'm gonna need some water for this. This place is a pain in my ass. Oh yeah, water. Whew. Okay, ancient tunnels. Really not in the mood for ancient tunnels right now. But, you know, what can you do? I told you this is demon genocide. I am going to try to deliver on that promise. Keep it going. Oh good, I can break these guys at least. So yeah, I really wish there was just so many more of these dungeon type games. I really love dungeon crawlers and ARPGs, and just loot games. I love loot. It's just so much fun to like kill monsters and get like items off of them. I think that's like one of the funnest things in video games. I love it. I really wish there was more, you know? And right now it looks like the future of dungeon crawlers is unfortunately kind of going in like a roguelite direction. And personally, I'm not a fan of roguelites. I feel like it's just, I just don't like them that much. I'm not a fan of like, it's like it's so much RNG, and it's very like the games are usually kind of low budget, like a lo-fi. I know everybody's loves Hades. I played Hades. It's pretty fun. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. It's not really my cup of tea, but it was fun. I don't want a roguelite. I want this. I want more of this. You know, I want to kill a monster and have it drop a random piece of loot, and I get that loot and I equip it and I become stronger, or like a random piece of armor and I equip it and then I can see what it looks like on my character when I equip it, or you know, like charms and skills, you know, and stuff like that, inventory and stash. Like that's what I want. I want more games like this.
I can't.
So hopefully we get some more. I don't know of any on the horizon right now. I know they were thinking about making Path of Exile 2, but for, you know, it kind of just looks exactly like Path of Exile 1 if you ask me, but I would love to be, you know, corrected if I was wrong. Wow, decapitated. So we got a decapitated circlet with no skills on it. So it's pretty garbage. That's almost good. The dual res is nice. Magic Find doesn't hurt, but there's no fast run walking. Just low stats overall.
Blessings to you.
Yeah, I really love these types of games. I'd really like to see more of them. You know, there's too many games that are like the kings, you know? Like, wow, an Archon staff. Holy shit. That's the main song's lesson base. Wowee. These games are too fun for there only to be like this being the champion, you know? Because I like Path of Exile and a lot of people love it, but let's be real here. I think the champion's probably Diablo 2. I mean, that's definitely an argument, and that's my opinion, so I'm not saying that's a fact, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, a flawed diamond, I need that because of my little list right here. And if not, you can say Path of Exile is a king, or you can say, you know, what are those other games the king, but it's like, either way, it feels like that's it. There's not really... That's what I was saying. Just wish we had some more. And then when you get more of these games, you get some competition. Competition breeds excellence, you know? I'm not saying everything should be a competition all the time, but like when you get these games out and there's like competition between them, then it should make for some better games, you know? Maybe these developers should step their game up. I think that's part of the reasons why Destiny is so garbage is because there's no competition. There have been so many games that were Destiny killers that came and failed horribly, like Anthem or Outriders and all these games, because nobody... As garbage as Destiny is, it's still the only developer or the only game to really pull off the shooter RPG online like co-op feel like of that level of quality. They're completely ripping off consumers, and the game has about 1 trillion things wrong with it, but it's at least works, you know, and it's for the most part delivers on its promises. So it's like if there was a game with the same level of quality as Destiny that wouldn't rip off consumers as much and developers actually gave a shit and was really fun and all that shit, yeah, you bet your ass it would be a Destiny killer, but they keep failing. So it's easier said than done. So, and I'm sure the same goes for this genre. Like if it was easy, there would be a Diablo killer by now, but I guess it's too hard. Alright, I've been talking non-stop for like fucking like 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna shut up for a minute here. Just gonna shut up. Except to say that, so that's the second base right there, Myrmidon Greaves. So these bases are dropping, just not getting them unique. It's funny, I watch streamers and they never seem to talk, and here I am, I never seem to shut up. Gotta love it. I mean, no-name streamers. The big streamers have no problem. Like, they're comfortable, you know. I can't even say I'm comfortable. I'm just a chatty dude. It's like I can talk forever. In real life, though, I don't talk this much, by the way. So, not that I would ever meet anybody on this stream. Not that anybody's even here. I do not talk this much in real life, but that's, like I said, I don't like when you're watching a stream and the fucking person's just sitting there like dead fucking quiet. Just dead quiet the whole stream's awful. I'm like, why do you even have your camera on then? Turn your mic off, turn your camera off, and then just have gameplay then. Just call it no commentary, because that's why I had those streams when I was really sick. I was like, just, if I'm not going to talk, then why am I even on camera? Alright, so, oh, I'm not done with this level yet. Alright, so that was Ancient Tunnels. I got a Archon Staff in Myrmidongre's base, but unfortunately, and then there's another fucking Dust Deep, I think. It's really a shame. This is the problem with this game with the loot. Or it's not really the problem, but this is the loot experience. You will get those normal drops all the fucking time. You will not get the elites. If I could switch those, I would. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. Another flawed diamond. Let me grab it just in case. You know what? Let's go to town. That just kind of that wounded me. All right. I get a fucking magic and a normal 2 elite items, and then my first unique's a fucking normal item. Like, fuck out of here, dude. So it sucks. All right. So let's go to my favorite little. Oh yeah, I was talking about this lo-fi website. This is the lo-fi website I was talking about. Diablo 2 Tomb of Knowledge. It's D2Tomb.com. So D2TOMB. That is Delta 2 Tango, what the hell? Lima, Mike, November, Oscar. Oh, so it's Delta 2 Tango, Oscar, Mike, Beta.com. I almost forgot my native phonetic alphabet, but I got this. All right, so a flawed diamond is 2 pole runes. Cool. 2 pole runes. All right, so let's drop this. There we go. Alright, so the next thing I need to do is get rid of these limbs or these codes. Let me see how many limbs over. Okay, so yeah, so my limbs are the next thing, and then that's where I need the flawed emerald for, I think. Yeah, the flawed emerald will give me a pull rune. Alright, so I'll just leave the flawed diamond there, I don't need it. I'm not going to mark that as my red draw because that was not a drop. I crafted that. Archon Staff. And that's why you'll find those cold sorceresses farming Ancient Tunnels, because most of the time there's not cold immunes. Don't let anybody tell you there's no cold immunes. There are always cold immunes in there. You can still run into them. But most of the time, there's not cold immunes, and it's area level 85, so rock and fucking roll. You know, go in there and go nuts. And it's pretty easy. Yikes. Not that I need any socketed armor right now, but garbage roll. Let's go clear up top. Oh, this water is just like cleansing my soul right now, I swear to God. Wow. No, that's a sniper. That's a sniper shot right there. Sniping your ass through the building. Fucking suck it. I know, I said last stream I'm not gonna I don't curse that much, and I'm dropping bombs today, baby. But that was the point. This is my stream, baby. This is my stream. I see why like Mr. Llama doesn't curse or anything on his streams though. I'll give him respect for that. And it also an interesting phenomenon happens. An interesting phenomenon happens when you don't curse or you're family friendly. You kind of force your viewers who are already, you know, assumedly a mature audience to kind of come up with innuendos to get around it, you know? Like since you can't really curse, and it's really kind of like a little more like it's a little filtered, then when something happens that would otherwise be an innuendo, or if there's a complete absence of one and there's like a humor vacuum, and you can kind of fill it with your own innuendo, and it's really funny. So for instance, like Mr. Llama's like he'll have a melee character or you know something. He's like, all right, I'm gonna smack some dudes, or I'm gonna beat some dudes. That's what he says. I'm gonna beat some dudes. And since it's family friendly, you know he's not talking about you know jerking them off or anything, right? So instead, that's where you come in as the viewer, and you go, you're gonna beat some dudes, huh? And it's just, I don't know. It's very funny. I find it really funny. It's really refreshing, and it's very immature and silly. But that's the point, you know. Sometimes it's okay to be silly. A lot of people forget that. Not everything has to be highbrow, intellectual, you know, sophisticated, pretentious bullshit 100% of the time. Which I often fall victim to, unfortunately. But it's nice to remember to be silly. It's like in Signs, like when Mel Gibson's seeing his wife for the last time, and she's like, don't forget, like, tell one of your little fucking shitty kids, I forgot which one, tell him to, don't forget to be silly. I think it's the Culkin kid who literally looks like he needs to not forget to be silly, because that dude is way too serious for his age. Like, holy shit. It's okay to be silly. Alright, what? See, why do I have my sword out right now? Why do I not have my staff out? Why? Why am I like this? Whoa, that's a lot of serpents. And my skill, wow, and my spell switched. Like, y'all are trying to get me killed over here. Let's see what's going on. Y'all are trying to get me killed. Now, the important thing is to notice when that happens. It's like, it's gonna happen, because the way, it's my fault too. That's why I don't get mad about it. If we come over to my skills, you'll see teleport is on mouse 3. Guess where mouse 3 is my mouse? It's the fucking wheel, the scroll wheel. So my dumbass put teleport on the scroll wheel. So while I'm teleporting around, I will accidentally scroll the skill over, and it happens all the time. And it has gotten me killed, and it will continue to get me killed, and I will never change it. So it's my fault. Because the two buttons on the side of my mouse, I use one for armor and then the other for chain lightning. And I feel uncomfortable clicking this to teleport. That's why. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to deal with it. If I was playing hardcore, I would probably change it, sure. But, you know, or maybe if I get higher level, I'll change it or something. I don't know. But it's okay. It works. Where are you at, bro? You know, speaking of talking, I definitely noticed, and it sucks. It's really demoralizing, by the way, and it would depress me, except I know there's a whole lot more that goes into these things, and YouTube is basically bullshit anyway, as in, like, the whole, like, streamer thing is basically bullshit anyway. It's luck and money. Like, it's very rarely is it hard work and talent. Like most things in this world, this is not a meritocracy. Like, it's mostly money or just pure blind luck. It's very rarely does skill or talent or hard work have anything to do with success. So when it comes to YouTube and my videos or my stream, I've noticed that whenever I have a silent stream and I don't talk, I feel like I get more viewers. And this doesn't really matter because A, no one subscribes, and B, that's not necessarily because people hate me when I'm talking, or I don't know that. Like, that's so. If I found out that the reason why I have like less viewers or more people subscribe if I shut up, then I probably would shut up. Hell, it'd be easier, you know, be easier on me. Fine with me. Like, sure, that's not unoffensive, you know, that's a little offensive, but I'll swallow my fucking ego and shut the fuck up and make some quiet videos, you know. Kind of the point of this channel was to, or the point of my streams, which is kind of, it's unfortunate. The point of my streams, my intent is to help people and to show and teach things to new players and to just kind of show like a different perspective. Like I said, I'm a working class character. This is how This is what goes on behind the scenes, where you see all these big streamers and they've already got their GG builds and they've been playing for like decades and blah blah. This is what it looks like to not have that experience. And anybody needs any help, like, that's what I'm here for. So it's a little more difficult to do that if I'm not talking. However, nobody ever says anything or asks for help or has questions, so it's kind of not a big deal. So basically my point is it doesn't really matter. So I'll just keep, I'm gonna keep streaming and just see what happens, you know. If there comes a day where I somehow find out that people would rather just, you know, I just have silent streams, it's just pure gameplay, then I could do that. Hell, I already stopped streaming on Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch whenever I streamed on YouTube, and I did that for almost a year. And it was, I just would get no views on Twitch, like 0. It wasn't even like I was getting low views or people would pop in, see me, and be like, I hate this fucking guy, and leave. It was like I wouldn't even get like cursory glances in my direction. I can tell the Twitch is so ridiculously oversaturated with streamers and personalities, you know, and content creators and all that shit. It is so wildly oversaturated that I'm not even getting passing accidental views. It's some of my favorite streamers barely get views. It's crazy. Like my favorite stream on Twitch, which I can never watch because it's at like 5 a.m. because they're Australian. But these Australian guys, Trioke, and it's literally like. So let me do them a favor if anybody's watching. These are my favorite guys. They're not streaming right now, obviously. Look at this. So Dark Humility is one of the most knowledgeable Diablo 2 players around. He only has 88 people watching right now. It's ridiculous. The fucking bassist from Trivium has a stream. He only has 19 people. You know what I mean? Then you got these low count guys that I follow, and they barely have any views. You know, it's probably more people watching me right now, but. This guy Chainbrain, I was following. I'm not really. He's good. I'm just not following because he said something that annoyed me. But he's good. Let's take a look at my. Let's take a look at mine. I don't think any personal information will pop up here. Where the hell? Trying to show my favorite stream and I don't see them. Here, I'll just search for them. These guys. Okay, so twitch.tv/Treoke. Treoke. That's Tango. Why can I not remember my native? Okay, so Quebec Romeo. Okay, Tango Romeo Echo Oscar Kilo Echo. That's Treoke. Treoke. These guys are my favorite streams. Let me pause that. I love these guys. They have giveaways. Look at this low viewer count. These are clips and they have barely any views. They have a low viewer count. They're amazing personalities. They're super nice. I've won giveaways from them. I love these guys. I haven't even subscribed. They're amazing. I can just never catch them. So watch Treoke. I love these guys. I love these guys. They're so cool. I wish I was friends with them in real life. That's how cool they are. They're Australian. They stream about 8 p.m. local Australian time, I guess. I don't know which part of the country in Australia they are, but for me, it's personally 5 a.m. U.S. Central Standard Time. So whatever 5 a.m. U.S. Central Standard Time is usually when they stream. They have a Discord too, but these guys are incredible. But my point is, even those guys who are incredible, they barely have any views. Those guys are awesome. They're super, like I said, they're super nice, they're super knowledgeable. They routinely help people run torches and Ubers. They routinely, every single stream, they do a free giveaway where all you have to do is be a follower. And being a follower is free. You don't have to fill out any information. You don't have to like sign a form. You don't have to join their Discord. All you have to do is click the heart button on Twitch and you'll follow them. And then you can win stuff every stream. And no, I don't work with them or am affiliated with them in any way. They're just that great. I love those guys. They're just awesome. Let me grab this. But anyway, my point was, as great as those guys are, they barely get views on Twitch because Twitch is just, I can only assume it's just too saturated. And I mean, if I go back on Twitch, the problem is that everybody's watching a couple of streamers, and then there's barely any people left that aren't watching them. Like, for instance, everybody is absolutely dick riding XQC and Asmongold, and like, if you're not like a couple of those streamers or those like hot tub chicks, like, you're done. Like, you're fucked. So I stopped streaming on Twitch because of that. It was like, I'm not trying to get like rich or famous or anything. I'm just trying to have some fun here. But I can't even get a single view on Twitch. Like, it's crazy, just zero. I just want views just to talk to people. I just want to talk to people. I just want to interact, have a community, you know? Jeez. You can get nothing on Twitch. It's just way oversaturated. It's crazy. And I don't get anything on YouTube either, but I feel like with YouTube, I at least have like a chance, you know? Because I went on YouTube and I searched for Diablo 2 Resurrected live videos, you know, people streaming. It's like nobody's streaming. The only people streaming are like Russians or Korean players or Chinese players. Like, very few Americans, very few English players, English-speaking players. All right, so I got a Hell Clap. I'm pretty sure I have that. Yeah, it's an, oh wow, it was a normal bow, so it wasn't even exceptional. Jeez. I think that Executioner Sword is also garbage too, unfortunately, but you know, what can you do? Yeah, let's check it out right now. Yeah, Sword Guard. And I'm pretty sure I also have this. Not a horrible sword, but you know, it's not great. it's not great. Let's double check and see if I have this as well. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, the only sword I'm missing is Doombringer. That's what it is. So I gotta remember that. The only sword I'm missing for two-handers is Doombringer. So Sword Guard is just not it. Alright, was that the whole first level or did I miss anything? That was it, right? It's like I missed like a room over here. Oh, I missed a couple rooms, okay. So yeah, I like Twitch. I like it a lot. I usually, what happens when I'm not streaming is I usually get on Twitch and I'll watch some streams, you know. My favorite thing to do is because obviously my name's MacLeod. I listen to metal. I'll go on a Twitch stream as some guy playing metal guitar and watch some metal, or I'll go on Spotify and listen to some metal and just play Diablo. So I use Twitch. Twitch is not garbage. It's just if you're a new streamer and you're either A, not rich or connected, or, you know, B, like the most skilled or the most like hilarious, entertaining person ever, or you're just a super attractive, or, you know, just having some kind of outstanding quality, not a good quality, not even a great quality, like an outstanding quality or feature about yourself, like you're toast. Like, you can't, there's no room for average. There's no room for okay. There's not even room for good, I don't think. I think there's only room for, not even room for great. I think there's only room for truly exceptional or excellent. So, I mean, look at the streams on Twitch. Like I said, I play guitar, so I like to watch guitarists play on stream. Every single one of those streams is a dude shredding his ass off, like way above the skill of an average player. So and that's how the games are too, usually. And if they're not that skilled, guess what? They got no views. So it's like, it's just how it is. So I'm not trying to justify myself being on YouTube or anything. I'm just saying it's a warning, basically. Like just sending out a warning to anybody who wants to stream on Twitch. Like, watch yourself. Like, it's rough. And most importantly, I stopped streaming on Twitch just because I was using Restream, and I think I was giving my stream like super crappy, laggy, low quality. So let's be real here, because I'll put up. I don't get any views on YouTube really. I'm not doing this for views, so I'll eat those low views. But if the quality of my stream suffers, that's when I'm like, All right, so there's Claw Viper Temple. Cleared. Really walking out of here with about one good drop today so far. And I'm almost at 2 hours. Yikes. Really, really bad drops in Act 2. So this is interesting because you saw in Act 1, I had a ton of drops. You know, a few of them were good. Like, it was popping, right? Let me check one thing real quick. It was popping, but when I come to Act 2, the drops are absolutely abysmal. You know, just terrible drops. Thought I saw an enemy for a second. I was about to give him the business. It's that flag. Fucking flag keeps throwing me off. Where is the exit? Yeah, let me check out. I've never actually explored Valley of the Snakes. I don't think there's anything in here though. Yeah, okay. I was like, there's nothing in here that I'm aware of. So, okay. Let's go to the palace. Yeah, those are all of my drops this entire time. I've only got a few uniques in a set. Like, horrible drops today. Oh, you know what? I guess I can change this. Why does it look like... Oh, single space. There we go. So I just need a flawed emerald. I do not need a flawed diamond anymore. Hooray for me. So that was my progress today. So I got a flawed diamond. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. That's it. Holy shit. Terrible drops today. But this is the this is it. This is the demon genocide, I said, you know. Nobody said genocide was pretty, you know, it's not. Okay, we got another set item here. You know, I guess I didn't pick up that helmet earlier. So there's another item I missed, but whatever. All right, this is going to get a little janky here. This is going to be a little hinky because these archers are going to be tearing me a new one. So I got to watch out. Crown shield. This could be a big find. And it's absolutely atrocious. I am like 0 for 5 billion on those shields. Whoa, holy moly. Alright, so this is what I was worried about. So let me make sure my mercenary is okay. Let's find a better position to attack, you know. Alright, so we are surrounded from all sides. Make sure my health's okay as well. There's nobody resurrecting these guys, so we can just kind of chip away at them. Okay, you got all those jack knobs. Oculus teleported me, but that's fine. That's it. That's how you do it, baby. Yeah, after, around like 2 hours, I start getting really uncomfortable. Tailbone. Oh, hey, a super healing potion. Did I drop one? No? You know, actually, I'm actually not. This is gonna sound like a complaint, but this is kind of nice. I think this is the first stream I've had in a while where no one has said anything at all, and that's kind of impressive because I used to have streams all the time where no one said anything ever. So the fact that I went that many streams with somebody saying something, it's something to be proud of. So go this stream, go MacLeod stream. All right, celebrate the little victories, right? So I still need that flawed emerald. Okay, not a flawless, but a flawed. Like me, like everyone. Everyone on Earth is flawed. We're all flawed human beings. We're not flawless. No. There's always something in the way when you're a lightning sorceress. It's like get used to that. If you never made a lightning sorceress, just get used to shit being in your way like all the time. You know what? I'm actually gonna check this out just for shits and giggles. Yeah. Big seller. Poor guard. Jeez, did they have to like do him like that? Like the dude has to get impaled with his own spear? Like it's just rude. Yikes. Demons are assholes, you know? That's why I'm doing this. They gotta pay. They're not nice. It's not like you see a guard and a demon playing like fucking chess in a corner or something, you know, smoking cigars. It's like they kill them. They're assholes. Fucking villains, you know. You guys were so easy. I didn't even teleport. Just stood right on top of them and just blasted them. Nice. Oh, it's a lot of guys. Scarab husk. Music, it absolutely is great. It's great music. It slaps. I hate to say it, but it slaps. Man, these guys are slow as shit. Beaumont. Yeah, that I will teleport out of. Looks like I need some keys. Pretty sure I have this. We'll grab it anyway. Oh, you know what? That's all the waypoints. Nice. I think I had it before anyway, though, but whatever. I'm trying to carefully teleport, but kind of not carefully because it's been a pretty safe playthrough today. So, I'm not going to get all bent out of shape about no drops because I haven't died today, so that's always nice. It's always worth the celebration. Oop. Obviously, I'd prefer to get much better drops than I'm getting, but it's not the end of the world, you know? And my main objective, regardless, is the complete and utter eradication of all demons in Sanctuary right now. So that's my primary objective. Secondary objective, to get sick loot. And we are cursed. And we got a lightning immune. Okay. So let's zap everybody else. Let's give him some health as well, just in case. Some potion. And we got another elite. Oh, never mind. Got caught lacking. You know, this place is kind of dense, to be honest. Not a great place to farm, though. I think the area level is a little low, but surprisingly dense. And that hurt a lot, whatever was going on there. There's some archers, I guess. That hurt a lot. Okay, you know what? Just give me that. There you go. Oh, and I have a curse on, so that's why. Wow. Yikes.
Impossible.
30? I mean, I can get 4 open sockets on that. I just bumped into the mic. I can get 4 open sockets on that, but I don't know. I said I was gonna do it. I said I was gonna switch to it. I was gonna use this for an exile base, but let's be real, that sucks. All right, 30 all res and a socket quest down the drain. And it's not ethereal. What did I say? I said if it's either ethereal or it has 25 plus resistance. You know what? I said it. I said it, and I'm gonna be like Naruto. I'm not gonna go back on my ninja way. So let me put it in the stash real quick. I'll make an exile. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot I had that Herald of Zakarum. Fuck that shield. Yeah, I was like, I have a Herald of Zakarum now. I don't. There's no rush for exile. So, I think I said that before I got that Herald. So there's really no rush for an exile shield. Like I've already done Ubers many times, hence the torches. So I really don't need to like rush out and make a shitty exile when I already have a more than serviceable shield. Like I'll make an exile when I get a good rolled shield and not a fucking minute before. Because that is a bear rune, I believe. Or, there's another steel clash, a bear rune, and that's a tough to find. It's a little tough to find those, you know, little difficult. I'm being sarcastic. They're extremely difficult to find. Okay, unless you trade, and even if you trade, you're still gonna have to find a really nice item to make up for that purchase there. Whoops. Alright, so we got ourselves a little situation here. So let's back up. Segregate all these enemies. Let's split them up, alright? Space them out. Let's grab this and this. And you really gotta like... You gotta divide and conquer with these assholes sometimes. You know, like if you try to take a bunch of different groups on at once, they're gonna put it to you. Gonna piece your ass up. Damn it. I'm hitting the column and not the fucking skeleton. Really, bro? There we go. I could use some town portal scrolls, jeez. I think there's even more lightning resist in the next act. Could be mistaken. But I think the infinity is gonna break again. It should break him again anyway, so are you gonna... Alright, you know what? I don't know why you're being weird, but there. Wow. Of course I can't hit those guys. Now let's go inside because they're hitting me through the fence here. Here we go. Man, it's all these little individual skeletons all over the place is really slowing me down, you know? Like, none of them are grouped up. They're all spread out. They're all, like, lightning resist. It's, like, really, really slowing me down. Making this a chore. Like, I'm not enjoying this palace at all. I'm gonna have fun in the Arcane Sanctuary, but not... This isn't fun. It's like, I just want to get out of here. This sucks. You guys are really annoying me. Like, they're not, I mean, I don't want them to be per se, like, it's just, it would be cheesy, but they're all, like, spaced out, so I can't, none of them are lined up, so I can't, like, hit more than one at a time, basically, so it's slow. Oh my god, there's boxes in my way. Oops. So... confused for a second. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought there was an elite in here. Okay, that's the palace. Getting so many fucking texts that I'm not really... Alright, so I've explored the top right, but you know, I gotta clear this place out. But this place should be pretty fun because Arcane doesn't really have that many lightning means except for like the towers basically, so... should be pretty fun. Let's see. Like, these assholes are immune. Another shale. I suddenly got like super tired. These guys are actually surprising source for high runes, but you have to kill so many of them. I will not encourage anyone to do so. Like you can get high runes from them, but like holy shit, like it's kind of the same as anything else. They have a lot larger. They have like a much higher chance of dropping high runes, but the chance is still so infinitesimal that it's not going to be some miracle source, or else everybody would just farm here. You know, I like to think of it as an option. If you're tired of Lower Koros, you're tired of Torrential, you're tired of Cows, you're tired of Chaos, try Arcane. It's possible. The main beef I have with those guys is that they refuse to fly in the fucking environment, and if you kill them off of the path, then they will not drop anything for some reason. And for some reason, the developers thought that was okay. They did not rectify that whatsoever, so... too fucking bad. Like, yeah, that's to the player, boo-hoo. To quote a certain person, boo-hoo. Like, that's it. Too fucking bad. You can go fuck yourself. It's just like life. A lot of things in this game are like life. If you want some sympathy on a lot of things, you know, for the most part in this day and age, you can go fuck yourself. And that's how those ghost drops are. They are boo fucking who, go fuck yourself. And I say that as somebody that wants every player to succeed. I'm on your side. I'm just telling you that the game is not on your side, and the game wants you to go fuck yourself. Another arbalist. I literally already got a Langer Breezer, and I even remembered the name now. I got a Langer Breezer earlier today. I don't want another. Please stop. Please, you do not have my consent to drop me another Langer Breezer. Please stop. I'm done with him. I think that I got like 3 or 4. You guys got shredded. What are these little... Oh, they're torches. I was like, what are these little squares on the map? It's like here and here. It's just those little platforms with a torch. Yeah, it's really quite something that I've been playing for 2 hours now, and just the drops I've gotten today. It's really incredible, you know? Wow, look at this. Loot filter. Hello. I don't even see anything though, so. Look at that. All those drops, and most of these are potions. It's a shame. You know what? Since I am now done with that branch, I'm gonna go to town. Just gamble. And a rare treat, you get to watch me gamble twice, folks. You get to watch me lose again. Lucky you. To no one, because I don't think anybody's watching anyway, but lucky me, I guess I should say. Alright, this time, let me remember to do this. Oops.
Hello.
I've got to rot this cuff, which doesn't even show. Oh, there it is. It shows up way over there for some reason. I don't know about this last part. What is it? I don't know if I'm gonna keep going after Arcane. I think I'll do Arcane and then wrap it up, but I'm not sure. Son of a bitch. Forgot again. There we go. It's just taking me a really long time to get these mirror walks, and it looks like it's just gonna keep taking a long time, unfortunately. It's not even marrow walks. Maybe that's why I'm not getting in, because I'm not pronouncing them correctly. I think it's marrow walk, and people call them marrow walks, just like a goblin toes. It's actually goblin toe, and then people call it goblin toes. You know, I think it's the same thing, but this is what happens when you don't get these drops. You just start fucking rambling like a jackass about the proper pronunciation here, spelling. It's ridiculous. Alright, so I even went over a little bit on accident, but that's okay. Alright, looks like my call to arms is ended, so I'm going to cast it again finally. Why did my drink close? Why do I keep doing this? Just stay open. Oh, I forgot I don't have a portal here. Just realized, why is this not like... Yeah, so let's dock that. Let's make it a little, it's like floating in the air. Alright, let's clear this bitch out. I love, like, basically shotgunning these sons of bitches. Like, line them up and, I guess I can say, like, bowling alley strike. I just shoot him down. So here, buddy, just one guy by himself, huh? Hi. Excuse me. Oh, burpee. Bro, what are you doing? What did I tell you about playing in fire, Emilio? Let me clear this side too. Whoops. I'm trying not to. I'm making sure I don't get hit by those ghosts either, because they'll suck your mana dry in like a second. That was it, right? A couple guys here. All right, cool. About to start picking up large charms again, just because I'm just getting so like just not getting any drops at all. And I mentioned in another stream that getting large charms kind of a waste of time, but it's like this is the worst drops I've ever gotten on stream, I would say. Like by a pretty wide margin too. Like this is easily the worst drops I've ever gotten. So I find Act 1 is probably more rewarding, I guess, than Act 2, but certainly, you know, the nature of RNG is that's not a really reliable way to tell, is just to run it. So I'd have to do the sample size too small, basically. Sure, pretty easy to pretty easy to say though. I got garbage this run. I got garbage. I hate these stupid little columns here that block your shots. Shit like that in the game that annoys me a little bit, you know? It's like it looks cool, but it's like it's just annoying gameplay wise. Yeah, I shot him outside of the path. I don't care. That's why I just get annoyed by these ghosts. They're too slow and it's just annoying. And then they're most likely a greatly, overwhelmingly large majority of the time they're not going to drop anything. Like, it's crazy. Okay, we got a crown. A tear rune and a tear from my eye because I'm going to start crying at how bad these drops are. So let's go down here and clear this side now. Boy, oh boy. You know what it is? The demons heard I was going to wipe them out and they hid their best loot. That's the only explanation I have. They said, oh shit, MacLeod's coming. Everybody put away your fucking put away your main songs and your fucking shadow dancers and your Tyrael's mites and your arachnid meshes and your fucking just put them away. Like, put the garbage loot out. Lloyd's coming to town. It's like he said he's gonna kill all of us. Let's hide that loot. We don't want him to have anything good. He doesn't deserve it. He's trying to kill us. So why would we give him good loot? We don't want to reward this genocidal behavior, right? So that's all I got. It's the only explanation I have. Oops. And I am about to be on a 4-week high rune drought. So 1 month. It's been a month since I got a high rune. I mean, I don't count a pull rune as a high rune, sorry. Well, you know, technically, let me look something up real quick. This is gonna make me mad. Aha, so Vex is generally understood to be a high rune and above, right? So I got a Mal the other day offline or off camera, so that's technically not a high rune. It's certainly a good rune, but technically not a high rune if you count Vex and above to be high rune. So I would like to say unequivocally I am on a 4-week high rune drought now after tonight. Which, let's be real, I'm not going to get a high room before this stream is over. So I can confidently say the streak will continue. Sniped. Yeah, my tailbone is just bothering the shit out of me. I think I'm just going to clear Arcane, and then I'm going to have to finish Act 2. What I'll do is I'll just finish Act 2 on the next stream, and then go into Act 3 immediately after, you know? It'll just... Because I'm not going to be able to finish Act 3 in the next stream anyway, or the rest of the game, so... This is a multi-part thing. It's going to take a while. You know, I'm not Mr. Llama. I can't do this shit super quick. I mean, the fact that I can even do this in the first place is kind of amazing for me personally, you know? Let alone on one character. I don't know if I'll be able to do all this on my sorceress, but I sure as shit am right now, you know? What I'm probably going to have to do in certain spots, for instance, Act 5, I'm going to have to... second. Act 5, for instance, I'm going to have to go ahead and re-roll the World Stone Keep a few times. Because if I get gloams, I'm not doing gloams, you know? Just, I don't hate myself enough to do gloams, okay? I love myself. This is like, I don't want to torture myself with gloams. That's just torture. Yeah, whenever I put the mic here, I like bump into it all the time. I'm gonna finish Arcane, and then I'm gonna call it a night here. Get something to eat. Then the next stream, I will finish Act 2. Then I'll move on to Act 3, because Act 3 is gonna be a bitch because of the stupid Flayer jungle. I'm gonna have to clear the Flayer jungle, which is gonna suck ass, and then clearing like the sewers is gonna be terrible. Like it's gonna be rough. So I got all that fun to look forward to. Act 4 might actually be fun, but I think I'll have to do something about those gloams there as well. So it's gonna be special. Wait, is this the whole map? It is. It looks like I actually didn't clear. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah, this is it. I'll clear this. Think, right? Was that all 4 ways? I'll go check because I'm trying to be at least thorough. Like, I'm gonna ride out, but I'm not gonna ride out like not done. Gotta at least finish. Okay. Whoops.
I can't.
You serious? Oh wow, it's got a bunch of garbage in here. You know, I think those are super chests too, but you could have fooled me because the only thing super out of that is super disappointment. So those ain't it. It's not it. All right, let me check and see because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that last way. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right, so let me identify this garbage. Very disappointing loot night. But that's not the point of this run. The point was I was going to kill everything. And I was hoping that I would get some great loot in the process, but apparently that's asking too much. So yeah, this is all bad. All very bad. So I only got a few uniques. I mean, I didn't grab every unique. And then a couple sets, that was it, unfortunately. And I do have quite a bit left, though. That's why I'm stopping, because the last section, I'm going to do every single tomb here. So Canyon of Magi is huge, and then all the tombs are huge. So that's going to take me half the stream right there. It's just clearing this area out. So I'm going to do that next stream, and then I'll move on to Act 3. So thanks for watching, if anybody's watching. have a great night, and I'll either stream this weekend or I'll be back on Monday. Peace out.